Let's come over here, turn everything down. It should be popping up real quick. What's that? YouTube's populating. Turn that down. Oh. Hey, Gary Robinson, how you doing, buddy? I hope you had a good birthday not too long ago. Give me a thumbs up if you hear me, Gary. And Mr. Dennis Dayton's in the house. Dennis Dayton from Dayton Prospecting is one of my sponsors. He's helped me out with the Nugget Bucket and some other stuff. He's also one of the members of Team Gold Snare. Can pick up one of my hats. Just give me a buzz. What's up, brother? Well, last week I was sick, so I didn't do a show. I think I'm going to start doing them bi-monthly, every other week, instead of every week. Hi, Paula! And Michael Brees is in the house, another friend of mine I work with. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? And our friend from Virginia, Mark's in the house. My beautiful daughter-in-law, Whitley Haunhorst, is in the house. Thank you. Pete's here. Yeah, about time to hit the streams. Hopefully here real quick, Michael. My friend Paul Conroy's in the house. Hey, and Mr. Brett James Artistry. He has a live Facebook cooking show you might want to check out. My friend Brett, also known by some around the world as Zippy. He's a very good friend of mine. I've known Zippy as long as I've known my better half, Judy. We actually used to chat in Yahoo Chat and have met each other at Niagara Falls with some other chatters. It was a good time. Zippy! Synchronized swimming, brother. Woohoo! Ronman Ramirez is in the house. Good evening, Paul. Love you too, brother Zip. Miss you. We'll have to get up to the Windy City and see you sometime, or you come down here. Another friend from Texas is in the house. Jill. Yeah, buddy, many memories. Good friend of mine, Patrick Moore's now in the house. Well, Dennis, you work every other weekend and every other Wednesday. So if you do it twice a month, start today, because next week, Wednesday, I work. All right, well, that works. Every other week from today. And we'll go with In the Shed with Ed, Shop Talk Live, and it'd be the same, 8 o'clock, before my friends over at Gold Prospectors Space at Prospectors Radio has their show o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Check them out. But how are you all? I hope you all are doing really good. I'm doing better. Like I said, last week I was sick. This winter I've been kind of sickly, unfortunately. The bugs got me by the gonads a few times. Some updates within the shed with that. I'm going to go with both projects. I'm going to go with the backpack, which I'm gathering some pieces together still. I showed you the bucket before. I I got the hose. I'm taking some stuff off of some old shop vacs. I'm also going to do the rocker box, which some of you wanted me to go with the rocker box. I'm going to do more of a traditional style. I'm not going to cheat with my bucket or anything with that. I'm going to build it and do it a lot in the traditional style. You know, those are the grandpappies of our modern day high bankers. I see my buddy Scott's in the house. Good prospecting buddy and also a member of the Buckeye chapter along with me. Yeah, it's been pretty bad, Paula. I hear you. And Mr. David Bogan's in the house. David Amita. I got my rocks. I like my rocks. I need some more, though. Gonna give my grandson a bunch of them. Mr. Ben Shears of Tier 3 Prospecting out of Fort Wayne, Indiana's with us. How you doing, Ben? Doing really good, I hope. You and the daughter and the missus. Now, Jesse and I, with Prospecting with Ed and Jesse, are going to do another demo on the 22nd of April for the Bath Township Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts over at Bath Middle School. It's just north of Lima, Ohio. That should be really fun. We're having help from our friends from the Buckeye chapter. Tony Locklear is going to be with us again, just like at Klondike Derby for Camp Mayakonda. And also Dano's going to be helping us again. This coming weekend we have a couple of gold shows. Saturday and Sunday, the 18th annual Golden Treasure Show in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. What's the county there? Kootenai or Kootenai or Kootenai? Kootenai? Is the I silent or the A silent? But it's in that county. If you need any other info, my friends out there in Idaho or Spokane area, email Bob at goldfeverminingsupplies.com and he'll fill you in. Also, an old club I belong to back home in Washington is, hey Ronald, how you doing? Jaron, how you doing, buddy? The Bedrock Prospectors out of Puyallup, Washington are hosting the Thurston County Golden Treasure Show this weekend also. They're really geared up towards the youth, and my friends over at the Bedrock Prospectors back home, great group of people. So I'm sure a bunch of their members will be out at the Thurston County Fairgrounds for the Golden Treasure Show there this weekend. That should be a really good time. For other shows, the weekend after that, since I won't be on, the 8th and 9th, the Mariposa Gem and Mineral Show at the Mariposa, California Fairgrounds, and also the 49th Annual Central Ohio Mineral Fossil Gem and Jewelry Show. I'll be at that one, actually. I'm taking my little rockhound buddy with me at the Northland Performing Arts Center at 4411 Tamarack Boulevard, Columbus, Ohio. Saturday, if any of my viewers out there from Ohio want to go, Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can get more info at Columbus Rock and Mineral Society.org. Yeah, I wish I could go to Vegas, Ronald. If anyone wants to go to Vegas, head over to my YouTube channel and push on the site contributor button and donate. Or become a patron today. There'll be a link. There's a link for that also at my YouTube channel. Okay, Paula, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Mr. Darcy Cooper, thank you very much. I hope you have an excellent season coming up. I don't know if you're thawing out yet up there in the Caribou. Thank you. Thank you, Darcy. Means a lot, man. I hope the best to you, Joshua, and Brutus. I look forward to more of your videos. Tomorrow, I'm taking the day off, and they know it already. Hi, Jesse Franks. Say hi to Jake, Jack, Lisa, Josie, my friend Jack and Jesse, or Jake and Jesse Frank. They just had a baby girl. Cute little thing. I picked up another book, Roadside Geology of Ohio. It's a really good book. I've checked it out of the library before and borrowed it from Dano. And then I finally bought my own. Roadside Geology is a really good book series. They have them for most of the states that I know of. And Geology Underfoot is the book series too. I believe it is. That's a pretty good book too. I bet you are. Are you ever going to get that trauma wash plant you had in your yard years ago up there? Or are you going with the same wash plant you have now, Darcy? The lag's a killer sometimes. I agree, Dennis. I agree. That would be a great show. It's been too long since Darcy's been on. Yeah, get a hold of Tim, Darcy, and be a guest on the show. Could even be on the West Coast show. It's only an hour show. So, good idea, Dennis. That's a good question, too, Ronald. Did Tim get the phones fixed? Excellent, Dennis, excellent. That should be really good, then. But tomorrow I'm going to go get my MSHA cert, my mine safety class tomorrow. It's open to the public and it's free. It's put on by the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. It's going to be at the Mansfield Public Library, 43 West 3rd Street, Mansfield, Ohio. It starts at 9. Be there or be square. If you want to get into a quarry hole, look for calcite crystals or bogs or whatnot, or prospect or run material, fat chance in hell to get it if you don't have a MSHA, sir. Right, Dennis? Hey, Troy, how you doing? Hey, Art. Now, Art Clockler, he's a real miner. He's a miner from Southwest Oregon, in the great state of Jefferson. Excellent, a big trommel. So what you do with that old, what was it, blue, if I remember right? That blue trommel you had, I think I commented on it. Shoot, how many years ago was that though? Shoot, probably 3 years ago. So building a new one. I really liked your last video, Darcy. Classic like always. Man, that country makes me homesick for Skagit Valley, Washington. North Cascades. Are you sinking another drift? What's that? Drift mine? You gonna sink another at it, Darcy? Oh, okay. That trommel ended up being too small. I'm stoked about how you and Josh are doing, Darcy. It's really cool, and thank you for sharing. 8 years ago when I started this in '08, I was back home helping my 2 boys, and then I ended up having to help my mom when she had her foot amputated. So I ended up being there for like 9 months. And I wanted to prospect, and I was looking for videos on prospecting on YouTube, and I started watching Darcy's, and for all you people that watch me, you can thank him for it. Thanks, Darcy. In a way, you have changed my life. Thank you. A large cut, moving in heavier equipment, maybe a small dozer, or gonna still run with that excavator you have. Hi Shirley, how are you? Hi Everett, be safe on the road. Take care, Brett. Thanks for stopping by, Zippy. I hear you, Jurin. I hear you. Jurin also has a YouTube channel. Help me out, Jurin. Put in the chat your YouTube channel URL and your username for me. Mr. Lodock or something like that. Sorry, buddy. And there's the better half of the Bogan family. Hi, Mita. So, anyone else have some really cool news for me? I understand, Darcy. I understand. Thank you, though. Excellent. What do you, well, you better get on that, Jurin. You're slacking, buddy. Some more job site pay dirt or something. Mind your footer holes again. Hey, Thomas, how you all doing? Anyone who prospects here in Indiana and Ohio area all know Thomas Folks. He's also a YouTube producer. You all know Darcy Cooper is. He's all self-explanatory, but us younger guys in it, like Jurin and Thomas and I. Excellent, Thomas. Still vertical. Take care, Troy. Enjoy the visit with your grandson. I'll see you later. Who's that Thomas guy? They used to call him the guy without a cool prospecting nickname. But I believe he goes by Pennyweight now. We have Chris Dewey and Shirley Hooker's a hydraulicer, huh? Our good friend Caleb Bennington's in the house. Hopefully I'll get to prospect with you again this coming season here over this way, Caleb. But I'll see you over at GPS in a little bit, Dennis. Thank you. See you on the air tonight, or hear you on the air tonight. Speaking of it again, if you didn't catch it the first time, head over to Gold Prospectors Space. If you're not a member, become a member. It's a great community. They have a radio show, a podcast, every Wednesday at 6 Pacific Standard Time, 9 Eastern Standard Time, for the West Coast edition of Prospectors Radio, and every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, Prospectors Radio show with such guests as Darcy Cooper, Jeff Williams, Shannon Poe, and many others. People from Gold Rush, Alaska, and mostly Bering Sea gold, though. Other than that, projects, outings, or gold shows. I'm not sure about the outings. But if we do have any outings coming up, I'll probably do. You know, it's getting that time of year. I'm sorry I didn't have a list of outings for this coming up weekend and the one to follow. But I believe the 8th and 9th will be the Buckeye chapter meeting over at the Swank West property on Saturday, and I believe the Central Indiana chapter might have a meeting also. I believe Thomas is part of that group, so you could hit him up. If any of you from Illinois is out there, besides Chris Dewey's the state director of the GPAA in Illinois. So give him a shout out, and if you need any info with anything, he can hook you up with that. And yes, we have our Virginia prospector Mark in the house. You're more than welcome, Ronald. You know, I love my lifestyle and I like sharing it. Though I won't tell you everywhere I go, and I won't show you all I have. What gold? I don't have no gold. No. It's over on No Tellum Creek, over yonder. Yeah, Paul, Dennis just told us in the room that the phone lines are now working. So you'll be able to call in for Prospectors Radio tonight. And again, it starts out 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And if you're in between, you do the math, because I'm too lazy at this time and I'm partially blonde. I used to live not too far from Lake Havasu, up north a little ways, along the river in Riviera, just south of Bullhead City. Oatman not too far away, still a productive mining town in Arizona. Be careful out there, Shirley and Everett, while you're prospecting and driving. The rattlesnakes are out, so barbecue! But maybe if you let Everett spend the money on a good drone, Shirley, he'll let you buy a boat. Hey, until you have rattlesnake shish kebab, don't knock it. Tastes like chicken. I believe they might still do it, but I believe it's Goldenrod, Arizona. It's north of Parker, I believe, heading up on the Arizona side, in between like Parker and Rivieras or Bullhead City. It's there along the river. They have a rattlesnake roundup every year. At least when I lived in Bullhead and worked in Laughlin, Nevada, they have the rattlesnake roundup. They milk them, barbecue some, relocate some. Ryan, how you doing, Ryan? Hope to see you on the river sometime this season. Yeah, I know. I saw his post about a drone, Shirley. Yeah, Virginia, I probably would too. You probably have timber rattlers there and copperheads and cottonmouths. But, you know, snakes have their place. Hey, Paul, it was good seeing you at Buckabilly's at the OSPA meeting. Well, Lee, out in that country, you know, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, shoot, even down in the southeast, wouldn't It's not a bad idea wearing snake gaiters. Rather have those things on or snake boots than get bit in the calf or something. That can be some nasty situations right there. Hopefully this year I'm going to be down in Georgia, and also down in the Carolinas at Vane Mountain. I'm looking to be at Vane Mountain with the OSPA. Troy, he left. Doggone it, I forget the dates. 7th through the 11th, I believe it is. But it's going to be a good time. Yeah, it was a good meeting, Paul. A good show up, I thought. Oh, speaking, I got some sad news. I lost one of my sponsors. Buckabilly Sluice Boxes has gone out of business. They were a great sluice box too. If you know him and he likes you, he might build you something if you call him. But it's a bummer. Flashing your pan and head in the shed is losing part of our family. I really like Bill Webb's product. Buckabilly sluices are a good sluice, and they've been around the Midwest for a while. Yeah, you heard me. I was just talking about that outing the OSPA's having at Vane Mountain. Should be a good time. That's North Carolina, right? Vane Mountain, North Carolina. Well, Arizona gets really, really, really hot, Shirley, so, well, you're going to get really, really, really hot. You could be a snowbird in reverse, I know you're Canadian, Shirley, so you could always fly north in the summertime, visit family, do northern routes, have cooler temperatures. Vance Garcia, lager miner from Idaho. There's a golden treasure show up your way, Vance, up in Coeur d'Alene, I believe it is, this weekend. I like watching Vance's videos sometime when he's up on a logging landing. Reminds me of Washington, reminds me of Skagit Valley and good old Cedro Woolley and Lyman Hamilton. Man, I miss home. Jeez, I need to get back there for a visit. How you doing, Vance? Thank you for joining us. Even though I'm about done, I still appreciate you taking the time to visiting me. I've been through the shows. I kind of messed up on outings, but my projects, a backpack, a rocker box, and a Saruka, going to be coming up on In the Shed with Ed. There should be some really fun builds. They should be fun to try out on the river. Also, Take care of Roscoe. He's a cute little new dog. Shirley, I hope he brings you years of company. Excellent, Vance. Again, thank you for joining me here on another episode of Shop Talk Live here on Facebook Live. If you're not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, please follow the link. It's up above. Follow it over to my YouTube channel. Subscribe today. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all my YouTubers and friends, my Facebookers, families, friends, and may you always have a flash in your pan. And yeah, you know what I always say, maybe one day too, I'll see you on the river, and see you in 2 weeks. Same time, 8 o'clock, my YouTube channel. Until then, take care. Thank you all.